So here we have two very, very different cars, and the kind of cars that you're likely to see advertised on automotive auctions on the online website. They are fantastic, both of these cars. This is the latest Toyota Yaris GR. This is a super mini, a hot hatch. This is really the cutting edge of what's out there today in terms of going fast and sticking round corners. And this is a proper old Lotus Cortina, a genuine classic. But they're two very different cars, but what do you need to look for when you're looking on the website? I'm standing here physically in front of these two cars. Now the Toyota Yaris, well, it's a joy, isn't it, to look at? But remember, you're not going to be standing here like me. You're going to be looking at photographs on a website. So you really want to dig down into those photographs and just follow some really simple tips to what to look for. Things like panel gaps. You want to make sure that they're uniform and even across the whole of the car. So look at every angle, every picture, and check the panel gaps. You want to look for signs of cracking in the windscreen or any of the side glass, because panel gaps and windows cracking could let you know that the car possibly had been involved in an accident. And if it had, it would show in those areas. Also, look at the colour of the paintwork. This is a lovely dark ruby red, and it'd be very, very difficult to disguise the fact if one of these panels had been painted in the past, because it would show if it wasn't done very well. So really bear down into those pictures. Also, things like number plates, both front and rear, they should have a dealer's stamp on the number plate. There's nothing in the rule book to say you can't phone that dealer up. Ask them about that car. Ask them, did they service it? And what did they think of it? And how did they maintain it? And how did they look after it? Now, you can take the dealer's word for it, or you can just use your eyes yourself. You can get inside the cockpit of the car, and you want to look for things like wear and tear, both on the carpets, on the seats, on the steering wheel, on the gear knob, on the door card. You're looking at those areas to see how well the car was cared for. If it's been looked after generally on the inside and it looks clean like this one on the outside, the chances are you're looking at a good car. So this will be a safe bet. However, when you're digging into the world of classic cars like this 56-year-old Lotus Cortina, it's a completely different world. You are much more likely to really have to be a private investigator when you're looking at the pictures online. Again, you want to check things like panel gaps, condition of paintwork, but with a Cortina like this, you want to check for areas of rust around the wheel arches, both front and rear, along the bottom of the doors and the door seals. So that means zooming into those pictures, really picking out the detail, seeing if there's anything there that would scare you. When you're looking inside the car, you want to look at things like seat wear, pedal wear, steering wheel wear, and gear shift wear, because does that all tally to what the mileage says on the dashboard? If it says that the car's got 20,000 miles and that's how it's being sold, but everything around it is worn out, the chances are the mileage isn't correct. But if it all tallies together, then you should be fine. Also, look at the door jambs. Don't ignore the entryway into a car. Look how clean it is and how well it's been kept. That's a good indication of a well-loved car. Under the bonnet, a lot of people make the simple mistake of just doing this. They get under a bonnet, they look, smile at a photograph, and then move on to the next one. Don't. Really study those pictures. You're looking for signs of ingress inside the engine bay. This is the slam panel at the front, that's the bulkhead at the rear, and the two inner wings. You're looking for any signs of indentation or wavy lines or off-color panels to indicate whether this car has once been involved in any kind of accident. This one looks in superb condition, so I think it's a safe bet. You also want to study the paperwork for the classic car. There should be a series of photographs of the service history and the service stamps. Again, if you can make out the garage that's done the last stamp in the car, give them a call. Ask them, do they remember the car? Do they remember servicing it? Ask them what they thought of the car when they had it in their possession and find out the work they did to it. All of this information is there to guide you through the process of clicking your mouse button and buying your car. And if you're unsure of any of this, then please talk to one of our experts at automotiveauctions.co.uk, and good luck.